To TMZ, a quote, small militia in armored trucks wearing SWAT and/or tactical gear was seen leaving his house.
I mean, they came rolling in with tanks and helicopters. Take a look for yourself. There were legit soldiers all piled up, hanging off the side of a truck, and they're wearing SWAT or tactical gear. Now, they're all descending upon Jake Paul's mega mansion.
And AJ God had his arms wrapped around you tight, you know, because looking at that crash, you're one lucky guy. And I'm pleased you're alive, son. I'm pleased you're alive.
Logan Paul tearful as FBI steps in after Anthony Joshua car accident. The boxing world went silent when this broke. Logan looks completely shaken, and speculation is running wild as the FBI reportedly raided the Paul brothers' homes. After Anthony Joshua flattened Jake and broke his jaw, this truck-linked accident suddenly paints a humiliating picture, leaving Logan and Jake cornered under unprecedented scrutiny.
FBI agents have raided the Southern California home of YouTube star Jake Paul. Federal officials say the search was...
The situation is escalating fast. Sources claim the very truck involved in Anthony Joshua's crash was spotted leaving near the Paul brothers' home days before the incident. Now, the FBI is reportedly investigating them, and Logan Paul's cryptic tweet has only fueled suspicion, leaving fans and critics questioning what really went down.
Community off of Mulholland Highway. We counted close to 24 federal agents.
The tragedy of Anthony Joshua's crash goes beyond the headlines. 2 lives lost, and the shocking circumstances around the vehicle have sent ripples through the boxing world. With the Paul brothers now under federal scrutiny, every detail is being dissected. The focus isn't just on the accident, it's on connections, timing, and the shocking proximity to Logan and Jake.
Of what happened, obviously it's a tragic incident. 2 people have lost their lives. It's a horrific moment. I thought the reporting of it yesterday, I've read and obviously got in contact with his management team straight away. I thought the reporting of it was responsible.
Pain Game captures the shocking fall from glory. Just over a week ago, Anthony Joshua was celebrating a $92 million victory over Jake Paul and the adoration of fans. Now, barely alive after a catastrophic crash and with the truck tied to the Paul's property, plus Logan's cryptic posts, the accident feels disturbingly intertwined with the Paul brothers' shadow.
And it's so crazy to think that over a week and a half ago, he was on top of the world. Apparently, he'd pocketed $92 million from his Jake Paul fight. The American audience was in love with him. His star was bigger than ever. And then just yesterday, we see footage like this of AJ being pulled from the wreckage in a situation where if he'd just sat on the other side of the car, they wouldn't have been pulling him out alive. There's no way he would have survived.
Eddie Hearn's words show genuine concern for Anthony Joshua's health and recovery. After barely surviving the crash, his well-being is the priority, yet the shadow of the Paul brothers looms large. The truck linked to their property and Logan's cryptic posts intensify speculation. While medical teams focus on saving AJ, fans and critics can't ignore how this tragic accident intertwines with the Paul's controversial history in the ring.
Be there for them and the family, anything they need. You know, sometimes when someone is a star, they have a lot of things in their life taken care of for them. So you really have to move into that mode in this situation as well. Make sure obviously they're getting the best medical attention, make sure their family are safe and happy and as happy as can be.
Jake Paul's reaction online has ignited heated debate across social media. Fans are questioning the timing and tone of his posts, especially given his recent bout with Anthony Joshua. The scrutiny around the Paul brothers intensifies as public opinion links their past conflicts to the unfortunate accident, adding a layer of controversy to an already tragic event. Showbiz The Adult highlights the devastating crash and the uncertainty surrounding what exactly happened. The incident's timing, following Joshua's fight with Jake Paul, has intensified public speculation. Fans and analysts alike are questioning connections, while the Paul brothers' recent behavior online has only fueled debate over whether their influence somehow plays into this shocking accident.
There was someone in the stationary truck I'm not sure about that, so I'm not going to report on that, but the truck was stationary. And Anthony Joshua's SUV struck the stationary truck.
Wade Concept highlights the severity of Anthony Joshua's accident while cautioning against rushing to assign blame. The incident's proximity to his recent fight with Jake Paul has fueled speculation, with fans and analysts questioning whether external factors or past rivalries could have indirectly contributed to this shocking and near-fatal event.
According to officials in Nigeria, they ran into a stationary truck while trying to change lanes on the roads. Just a horrific accident. You know, I don't want to start, assigning blame to something that I don't have the report for, but
Joe Rogan's reaction underscores the life or death stakes of Anthony Joshua's crash. The fact that AJ survived such a violent impact is almost miraculous, and it highlights just how close he came to severe injury or worse. Given that this accident occurred shortly after his intense fight with Jake Paul, fans can't help but speculate about the chain of events leading up to it. While there is no direct blame, the timing and circumstances raise uncomfortable questions. The boxing community is left shaken, analyzing every detail from Joshua's near-death experience to the broader context involving the Paul brothers, turning what could have been a private recovery into a tense public discussion.
I mean,
that's bonkers. Thank God he didn't have a seatbelt on. I never say that. Thank God he didn't have a fucking seatbelt on, because if he did,
there's no way
he would be dead. Probably, or fucking severely injured.
John Fury's reaction reflects both relief and shock at Anthony Joshua's survival. The near-fatal accident serves as a stark reminder of the dangers athletes face outside the ring, and the emotional weight on friends and family is palpable. Considering the crash occurred soon after Joshua's fight with Jake Paul, many in the boxing world are scrutinizing the circumstances, wondering how closely linked the events might be. While AJ's resilience is inspiring, the Paul brothers' recent history with him inevitably casts a shadow of speculation. Fury's heartfelt concern reinforces the human side of the story, showing that beyond titles and paydays, survival and well-being remain paramount in the midst of controversy and tragedy.
AJ, you're one lucky lad. God bless you, man. I'm glad you're alive again. Shocked me, it has. Terrible. Anyway, good luck everybody, and try and enjoy the new year as much as you can and be.
Alexander Usyk's words capture the depth of the tragedy surrounding Anthony Joshua's accident. Losing two close members of AJ's team is not just a personal loss, but a heavy blow to the entire boxing community. Usyk's condolences and encouragement highlight the solidarity among fighters, especially in times of crisis. With the accident occurring shortly after Joshua's fight with Jake Paul and speculation swirling around the circumstances, this message of support also serves as a subtle reminder of the intense pressures surrounding top athletes. Fans are left reflecting not only on the accident's human cost, but also on the larger tense narrative involving the Paul brothers.
Alexander Usyk said, "This is an unbelievable loss. Sinna and Latif are two incredible people who were not only part of AJ's team, but also friends. My sincere condolences to their families, loved ones, and everyone who knew them. Anthony Joshua, wishing you a speedy recovery. Stay strong, champion."
Turki Alashik reacts with clear concern over Anthony Joshua's crash and the potential brain injury. The severity of the accident has shocked fans and analysts alike, emphasizing the fragility of life outside the ring. With the timing soon after Joshua's fight with Jake Paul, speculation about external factors or coincidences is inevitable. Alashik's reaction underscores how even elite athletes are vulnerable to life-threatening incidents, reminding the boxing community that health and recovery are more important than fame, victories, or past rivalries. Chris Eubank Jr. expresses shock and deep concern over Anthony Joshua's near-fatal car accident. The incident has rattled the boxing world as fans and fighters alike grapple with how quickly life can change outside the ring. Eubank's reaction also subtly reflects on the tension between Joshua and Jake Paul, given their recent fight, with some questioning whether the timing of the crash is purely coincidental. While AJ's health and recovery are paramount, the commentary illustrates how high-profile rivalries and past conflicts inevitably color public perception, turning a tragic accident into a topic of widespread discussion and speculation.
Of AJ's team, but also friends. My sincere condolences to their families, loved ones, and everyone who knew them. Anthony Joshua, wishing you a speedy recovery.
Liam Goff's report captures the full scale of the tragedy surrounding Anthony Joshua's car accident. Losing two close companions in the crash has sent shockwaves through the boxing world, reminding fans and athletes alike that danger exists even outside the ring. The severity of the incident, combined with the timing shortly after Joshua's intense fight with Jake Paul, has fueled speculation and intense scrutiny over the circumstances. Though no direct blame is assigned, fans are left grappling with both the human loss and the vulnerability of a global sports icon. Goff's heartfelt condolences focus on the victims' families and friends, highlighting the emotional weight of the tragedy. The broader boxing community, including past rivals like Alexander Usyk, has rallied in support, proving that compassion and solidarity transcend competition. This event underscores how high-profile conflicts, rivalries, and unforeseen accidents intersect, creating tense emotional narratives that captivate fans worldwide.
Anthony Joshua injured in car accident. Two people who I believe were with Anthony Joshua were friends of his have tragically passed away. Before I carry on reading the article, the two people who have tragically passed, my condolences is all I can say to their friends and families. We'll definitely offer up some prayers for
Tony Bellew's commentary highlights the fragile condition Anthony Joshua was left in after the car accident, noting that AJ appeared dazed. Bellew underscores how close the boxer came to life-threatening injuries, emphasizing the seriousness of the crash. Beyond the physical danger, Bellew touches on Joshua's character, praising his compassion even amid past rivalries, a sharp contrast to the controversies surrounding Jake and Logan Paul. This accident now becomes more than just a personal tragedy. It's a focal point for speculation and analysis, as fans and boxing analysts question the broader context surrounding AJ's recovery and recent fights. Bellew's perspective reminds the audience that behind the headlines and rivalries, the human cost is immense, and the resilience required to recover is enormous. The combination of physical danger, emotional strain, and high-profile scrutiny creates a tense narrative, blending concern for health with ongoing intrigue about surrounding events and influences in the boxing world.
Could get seriously hurt. I don't believe Josh would have. I believe Josh might have some compassion.
Anthony Joshua's miraculous survival and the tragic loss of his companions have shaken the entire boxing world. While fans celebrate his resilience, the timing after his fight with Jake Paul keeps speculation alive about the Paul brothers' indirect role in the chaos. This incident reminds us how quickly fortunes can change outside the ring, and how high-profile rivalries intensify scrutiny. Boxing fans, what do you think? Was this just tragic coincidence, or is there more to the story? Comment below with your thoughts, share this video, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe to stay updated on every shocking twist.